Happy Arvo. Hello, and thank you for joining me today. We're on this exciting episode. I'm going to right my wrongs. You know, if you didn't see that one embarrassing video where I took an Australian quiz, I mean, I did pretty good. I got 8 out of 10. But point is, I didn't know the capital of Australia. I didn't know it. And I didn't know it was Canberra. I thought it might be Sydney or something. But regardless, now I'm watching this video because I need to learn about Canberra, clearly. 10 things to do in Canberra. Okay. I'm just trying to get a look around, see what's up. Right off the bat, what is this? Like an AFL field? Let's watch. This looks absolutely stunning.
Crammed with cultural treasures, Canberra in the ACT, or Australian Capital Territory, is the carefully crafted capital of
You guys have these scooters too that you can rent? Or is that just his?
Australia. It's no accident that the cities lie between Sydney and Melbourne. The site of the capital was chosen as a compromise between these two rival cities in...
Why is everything so clean in Australia? I'm mad. I'm mad because look at this. There's no American walkway here by the riverside that would look like this. There's not even like a footprint.
1908. American architects Walter Burley Griffin and his wife, Marion Mahoney Griffin, won an international competition for the city's design, which incorporates vast green belts and geometric shapes. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 things to see and do in Canberra. And just wait till you see the number 1 that we're going to be showing in this video.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Something you might never not even have thought of. So make sure...
I might never not even have thought of it.
Sure you watch till the end. Oh, before we begin,
I don't know if that's true or not.
You can help support our channel by becoming a member of this channel by pressing that join button.
89. Wait, what is that currency?
Below, if you can see it. This will help us to bring you more awesome travel videos.
$2,000 a month. I don't know what that currency is.
So now, let's cut to the chase. At number 10, wander through the Australian National Botanic Gardens. About a kilometre west of the city centre, the 50-hectare National Botanic Gardens are a must-visit for green thumbs. Spread across the slopes of Black Mountain, these carefully tended collections display a range of different habitats and present all the important...
I guess this guy was about to eat a whole branch.
Carefully tended collections display a range of...
What is he putting lemon on? This is like a whole type of tree.
Different habitats and present all the important species of Australian flora. Kids will also love to run wild here. The Rainforest Gully is particularly impressive. Look for water dragons among the lush foliage.
Water dragons, see, nowhere is safe. Water dragons.
The highlights include the Red Centre Garden with deep red earth and a spinifex grassland, as well as the Children's Discovery Walk. The gardens are also a haven for...
Is it just for kids? Because I'm going.
Birds and butterflies. From the gardens, you can access Black Mountain Nature Park and hike to the summit for glorious city views.
I'm going up there too. Out of my way, children.
Next up at 9, admire the views from Mount Ainslie Lookout. To really appreciate the layout of this carefully planned capital, head to the lookout of 843-metre Mount Ainslie. It's one of the city's most popular vantage points. A well-paved walking, biking trail winds for just over 2 kilometres from the rear of the Australian War Memorial. Along the way, you can pause at the commemorative plaques to learn about historic Australian battles, and you might even see some kangaroos.
I don't know anything about Australian battles, like war. I don't even know how you fight a war in Australia. I know an embarrassingly nothing about like Australian military history.
As well as an array of beautiful
birds.
It's also possible to drive up to the lookout. Thanks to Walter Burley Griffin's vision, the lookout aligns perfectly with Anzac Parade, Lake Burley Griffin, Old Parliament House, and in the background, the sleek lines of New...
Well, now what is this? Is this like the most elaborate flagpole ever?
Parliament House. On breezy days, be sure to bring a jacket though. Other popular lookout points include Red Hill.
This looks scary. I feel like this is where a bandit would take me. They'd capture me and take me to this thing, this torture device here.
To the south of here, and Black Hill to the west. At 8,
at least I'd have a beautiful view.
National Library of Australia.
Wow.
Opened in
It's a freaking coliseum.
1968, the National Library of Australia is a treasure trove of Australian books, manuscripts, newspapers, historical documents.
That lady had toilet
A
paper.
treasure trove of Australian
I want to see what that article
books,
was.
manuscripts,
We are here to serve our community with the toilet paper.
newspapers, historical documents, oral history, music, and pictures. Its most valuable possessions are Captain Cook's
Captain Cook? You're telling me he was a real guy?
journal and Wills's diary of his expedition with Burke in 1860 to 61. Architecturally, the building is a dramatic contrast from the National Gallery and High Court.
Bring me Peter Pan!
In the style of a Greek temple, its classical effect is underscored by the lavish use of marble and tavertine on the columns and walls. Marble from Greece, Italy and Australia was also used in the decoration of the interior. In the foyer are superb stained
You guys, your architecture is no joke. Because I watched that video about how you guys built the Sydney Opera House. Some of you guys take it very serious, and it turned is, very nice results.
glass windows by Leonard French
Look at that.
and 3 Aubusson tapestries woven from Australian wool. On the lower floor, the Treasures Gallery displays highlights from the library's collection, and the Exhibitions Gallery hosts special visiting displays which often require advance booking.
They're giving out library cards for free.
At 7, National Portrait Gallery of Australia. Near the High Court of Australia and the National Gallery, the National Portrait Gallery of Australia displays some 400 portraits of the nation's most influential people. You can easily spend an hour or two coming face to face with Australia's movers and shakers, brought to life through paintings, photography and sculpture. Multimedia presentations divulge fascinating details about the lives of the people who helped shape the nation, and special exhibitions provide new things to see. Visiting the gallery is a breeze. Parking is free, and the popular cafe and bookshop are a great way to top off a tour.
Parking is free. You know that? It's kind of a random fact, but low-key, that is a nice amenity these days.
Next up at 6, Questacon, the National Science and Technology Centre.
These are cool.
Travelling with kids, Questacon is one of
Why is it always the cool things that are for kids? I want to go here.
the top Canberra attractions.
I want to see
for
the spinning
families.
lamps.
Between the High Court and the National Library on Lake Burley, Griffin, it's an interactive national
Look at
science
that.
and technology centre with all kinds of hands-on science displays and do-it-yourself experiments designed to delight and inspire. The exhibits seek to promote understanding of the importance of science and technology
Creepy.
in everyday life. Science shows, special events and guest lectures complement the 200 hands-on exhibits. In the Technology Learning Centre, budding innovators can participate in
Whoa.
workshops and build and play with technology. Highlights of the permanent exhibits include
But can middle-aged men do it too?
the H2O Soak Up the Science Room with water-related fun, the free-fall slide, and
Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't just have a slide like this in a museum. That's against the rules. That's too cool.
Earthquake House. No wonder this is one of the top things to do in Canberra for families.
That is awesome.
At 5, find inspiration at the National Gallery of Australia. On the shores of Lake Burley Griffin, the National Gallery of Australia contains Australia's largest collection of art. The cubic concrete structure was opened by
So this is really where you want to go if you want to learn about Australia, to Canberra.
Queen Elizabeth II in October 1982 and consists of 11 main galleries on 3 levels, as well as a large sculpture garden laid out according to the 4 seasons and a fern garden. The purchase of the extensive collection began in 1968 and includes works from Australia, Asia, Europe, America and the Pacific, as well as the
America.
largest collection of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander art in the world. Among the museum's collection is Jackson Pollock's Blue Poles, purchased in 1973 and now one of the gallery's most famous.
I mean, that's cool, but it kind of looks like you guys seen the clip of the protesters throwing the tomato sauce on the painting? It kind of looks like that happened here.
Paintings. Mediums range from oil paintings and watercolors to sculpture, decorative
Is Starry Night actually in this museum, or are they just showing that?
art, drawings, book illustrations, sketchbooks, photographs, films, ceramics, costumes and textiles. Locals and tourists alike will also enjoy the many special exhibitions. After exploring the gallery, you can visit the adjoining High Court of Australia with graceful fountains, Carrara marbled paved floors and murals.
The High Court,
And now at 4,
like judges.
stroll around Lake Burley Griffin.
You're allowed in.
Beautiful Lake Burley Griffin is the centrepiece of Canberra. Named for the city's architect, this artificial lake was included in his original plan of 1912, but didn't come to fruition until 1958.
Yeah, I just don't get how clean and well manicured this all is. Incredible job, people.
Today, it's a picturesque setting for all kinds of outdoor activities. Tourists and locals alike come here to bike and stroll along
What kind of grass is this?
the waterfront paths, picnic along its park-fringed shores, and fish, sail or paddle the glistening waters. Looking for things to do in Canberra at night? Book a dinner cruise on the MV Southern Cross and see the twinkling lights of the city as you glide around the lake feasting on gourmet food.
That can't be cheap.
6 islands lie at its centre, the largest of which is Aspen Island, home to the National Carillon, a gift from the British government with 55 bronze bells.
Cool.
Sprinkled around the lake are some of Canberra's top things to see and do, including the National Gallery, National Library, Questacon and National Museum. Standing on the shores of the Central Basin, you can see the Captain Cook Memorial Jet, a 147-metre high fountain inaugurated in 1970.
I just realized they're saying Captain Cook, not Captain Hook.
On the 200th anniversary of Cook's discovery of Australia. A globe sculpture depicting the path of Cook's voyages lies on the shores of the lake at Regatta Point. On the north side of the lake, Commonwealth Park is a great place to visit with children. Here you'll find play areas, paddling pools, waterfalls, an amphitheatre and a path around the park. In spring, the park is a venue for the famous Floriade Festival, a celebration of spring when more than 1 million flowers are in bloom.
I'm not even much of a flower guy, but dang. That would be cool. 1 million flowers.
At 3, Museum of Australian Democracy at Old Parliament House. A short walk from New Parliament House at the base of Capitol Hill, Old Parliament House is now home to the Museum of Australian Democracy. Not only can you soak up the history of this National Heritage listed building, you can also learn about the important foundations of Australia's government. Opened by the Duke of York, the building is designed in a stripped classical style and was occupied by the Australian Parliament until 1988, when New Parliament House was officially opened. It was formerly called Provisional Parliament House.
Who works there?
And was only standing in until a permanent structure could be designed and built, a feat finally realised 61 years later. The museum is like a time capsule. You can learn about past Australian Prime Ministers, sit in the old Prime Minister's office, visit the press room and read important
Oh, right. This is the old one. Okay. No one's actually using that typewriter. Got it.
historical documents.
It's
The
historical.
chambers of the House of Representatives and the Senate are modelled on the British House of Commons and House of Lords, with panelling and furnishings made of Australian woods and wall hangings displaying Australian flora. Parents will appreciate the child-friendly exhibits and free daily craft activities. After a visit to the building, you stroll among the National Rose Gardens. Free guided tours help you get the most out of your time here, and you can also take a fascinating Indigenous Experiences of Democracy tour.
So far, this is like all museums, which is pretty cool. It would be very interesting to go here and just learn everything there is to know about Australia. But then again, what would my channel be about if I knew everything about Australia?
And now at 2, New Parliament House.
Here we go.
The final fulfilment of architect Walter Burley Griffin's vision for Canberra in 1912. New Parliament House is a marvel of modern architecture. The boomerang-shaped structure nestles comfortably into Capitol Hill and was designed to replace the Provisional Parliament House at the base of the hill, now known as Old Parliament House. A New York-based architect won an international competition for the design of the new building, and on May 9th, 1988, the Queen officially opened Parliament House.
And to think I thought that was an AFL field. You know, you guys should play a game on this.
The date in May was chosen to commemorate the first meeting of Federal Parliament in Melbourne in
I didn't actually think that, by the way.
1901 and the first meeting of Parliament in the old Parliament House in 1927. From the expansive grassed walkway which forms the roof, you can enjoy panoramic views of Canberra and see how Parliament forms the central focus of the city's street layout. Architectural highlights of the building include the two huge circular walls composed of granite which mirror the curves of the hill, the towering 81-metre flagpole and the ceremonial pool. In the foyer, 48
That wasn't a pool.
1-metre flagpole and the ceremonial pool.
Where's the water?
In the foyer, 48 columns of illuminated greenish-grey marble create the impression of a eucalyptus forest.
What?
Throughout the public spaces, exhibits display important documents. The Magna Carta is a highlight and retrace important events in Australian history. From the gallery running around the first floor, you can gain admission to the public galleries of the green-hued House of Representatives and the...
I would feel like I was, like, you know, like January 6th where the people stormed the Capitol here in America. I'd feel like that's what I was doing. Like, I feel like this is off limits. That's how I would feel walking around this place. It looks way too official.
Senate, traditionally dressed in red. A visit during sitting times is a great way to view firsthand how Parliament functions, and the free guided tours offer fascinating details about the building. After visiting, you can take the 3.5-kilometre Parliament House walk to the city centre and learn about...
Uh-oh, where'd I go? One sec. Hello.
About the parliamentary triangle along the way through interpretive...
Oh, wait, what was that?
City centre and learn about the parliamentary triangle...
Is this actually lit up like that? It looks real. I'm confused. No, wait. Okay. This is like a display. This is not an actual... I'm a little slow today, people.
Along the way through interpretive signs. And finally at number 1, Australian War Memorial. The Australian War Memorial is Canberra's most poignant...
Why does this look like... Now everything is looking like a miniature little thing to me. Like it's all fake. I'm starting to question it all. Guys, why does this look like a little car? Like these are toy cars driving around a little fake thing. First of all, it's way too clean. But there's something going on with this camera that makes this look fake.
Attraction. Inaugurated in the middle of World War II, the massive Byzantine...
Was that?
Most poignant...
That is fake.
Attraction.
Yeah, this isn't real. It's like a video game.
Inaugurated in the middle of World War II, the massive Byzantine-style monument commemorates Australia's war...
Okay, this is real.
...fatalities. But it's more than just a war memorial. The site combines an excellent museum, archives, art gallery and library. The commemorative courtyard at the entrance to the memorial...
Oh yeah, the Emu War. That must be what this is all about. Just kidding.
...is a haunting introduction.
That's cool.
Inscribed in bronze on the walls of the colonnades are the names of every Australian who has died in war since 1885, and the length of the list is spine-chilling. Beyond the entrance, different galleries retrace the stories of Australia's armed conflicts from colonial days to the present. The exhibits are constantly evolving, but highlights include the collection of old aircraft and the child-friendly Discovery Zone packed with interactive displays.
But is it middle-aged man-friendly?
If possible, you should set aside several hours to appreciate this thought-provoking memorial. And if you're visiting near the end of the day, try to stay for the last post, a moving tribute to the fallen played at 4:55 p.m. daily.
That's cool.
Visiting the memorial is one of the best free things to do in Canberra, and the 90-minute tours are highly recommended.
Yeah, I would definitely want to go there. I want to go there and to the Science Museum.
And there you have the top 10 things to see and do in Canberra.
Hold up. How do I get inside one of these giant paintballs? They didn't mention that.
Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with...
That was really cool. Yeah. Okay, now I know. Canberra. First of all, go check out this channel. This video doesn't have enough views. Trip Extreme. Second of all, Canberra looks incredible. Very historic. I'm embarrassed I didn't know about it. I feel like I want to know more about the actual... Because this was mostly museums and stuff, which is great. But I want to know more about typical life in Canberra. The other, other things. Regardless, that was fun. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And I hope to see you here again tomorrow. Because I'll be here learning more about Australia. That's what I do. Goodbye.